South Sudan, where the United Nations World Food Programme is intensifying efforts to acquire more food in the country to assist local farmers. Now, the 2018 peace deal between political leaders have brought relatively peace in some areas, which allowed farmers to resume their farming activities to enhance their well-being. Now, despite these mitigating factors, authorities revealed that more than 60% of the country's population faced acute food insecurity. Let's have more details of that in this report.
The residents of Renk are mainly farmers. The area hosts more than 150,000 people according to the United Nations World Food Programme. Simsim, maize, sorghum are the main crops grown here. In 2021, farmers in Renk produced and sold 23 metric tons of surplus sorghum to WFP for $8 million.
The local purchase is very beneficiary for us as a business people or for this community. The benefit comes from we are getting the hard currency in the first. When we get the hard currency, we can import the machinery for the agriculture.
Since the country's 2018 peace deal, Renk town, which borders Sudan, has enjoyed relative peace. Many who had fled the 6-year violence prior to the peace accord have now returned to their own homes, and agriculture is providing the jobs that they desperately need to rebuild their lives.
Last year I was a student.
Last year I was a student. I completed my secondary school certificate, but I didn't want to sit at home and do nothing. So I came here to help my family.
The purchase of food by the WFP is also providing opportunities for other businesses.
When the non-governmental organizations are buying from farmers, there are drivers, porters and other business people. There are hundreds of people who come and buy food, and we are happy to sell to them.
May, June and July are what aid agencies call the lean season, the time when farmers are preparing for cultivation, and many of them can only secure a meal a day for themselves or none at all. The UN and South Sudan's government say more than 60% of the country's 13 million population is currently facing acute food shortage. However, these plays provide hope that South Sudan's food security problem can be resolved locally with the right infrastructure in place. South Sudan's government says it has designated 1.5 million hectares of land in Renk for agriculture. Already, about 500,000 hectares are being cultivated.
WFP is saving some of the transport costs that we will not incur if we are able to buy locally. And every year, WFP targets to increase the targets of buying locally different commodities. So we encourage the farmers in South Sudan. We encourage the government to look into these gaps and provide inputs to support the agricultural sector.
High fuel prices and multiple taxes are some of the challenges the farmers point out as hindering their progress. The government says it is working to address the challenges.